Hello, guys. Great to see you here. Thank you very much for staying here. Thank you to Money2020 for inviting us. It's funny, actually, my name as a teenager was Tigressa, so I feel very much home within the lines then. Today, my name is Olga Feldmeier. I'm CEO and co-founder of SMART VALOR. SMART VALOR is a marketplace, decentralized marketplace for tokenized alternative investments. In essence, it's basically a crowdfunding platform and exchange for new digital assets. We list cryptocurrencies, utility tokens, but also security tokens, such as equity shares in the private companies, venture capital funds, crypto hedge funds, real estate, and so on. Tokenization of this quite liquid assets is actually bringing much more liquidity and accessibility into this asset class. So tokenization, probably many of you heard about it. Today, the way we issue financial instruments and share the ownership is not the most efficient process. A lot of intermediaries, expensive, slow. On the blockchain, it's just like that. It's global, peer-to-peer, instant, and can be very cost efficient. So basically, a little bit like why this is such a great business opportunity, because today in crypto capital markets, we are talking about billions, while in traditional financial markets, it's trillions, right? So now imagine even a tiny fraction of those assets moving on the blockchain. So where do we stand today? We built Valor platform. The prototype is already public, including different sorts of tokenization mechanism, smart contract-based auctions, and so on and so on. We're going to launch within several months, public. On the security side, we teamed up with a leader in hardware crypto security, Ledger, and building a first enterprise-grade vault, Ledger Vault, right, for securing different types of crypto assets. Regulations, that's my favorite. Here we have a solid track record and already the first mile of receiving a financial intermediary status in Switzerland and working currently on security, dealer, and banking solution license. Distribution, we started with something that does not need license, so we built an offline platform and helped a lot of ICOs already to run a successful campaign. We will be listing around 100 crypto assets within the first 12 months, and since we are part of Thomson Reuters Accelerator, we will be channeling the data from our platform to the Wall Street with their help.
Olga, we have to come to an end.
And this is it. So if you guys ask why SMART VALOR and why Olga, it's basically this, that today is my birthday. Thank you so much.
Is that really true?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And I don't want a lot for Christmas.
While we're at it, also another founder in our company, Shahar Bialik from Curve, also has birthday today, so he's around somewhere. Okay, guys, questions?
Well, happy birthday, first of all. Secondly, I think the crypto space is really interesting. It's also a pretty hard space to actually figure out the right ones from the wrong ones, because there's a lot of mess going around as well. How do you see the ecosystem that you have to build around that to actually validate what kind of assets are you talking about, basically?
That's a good question. You see, it's actually already going on, right? The whole ICO thing, it's becoming, it's eclipsing VC funding, right, in blockchain space and in technology space. So 6 billion was raised last year, today, even bigger than that, right? So, and Ethereum becoming effectively, the next largest, investment bank, right? So, and I think, this is all emerging. The problem is regulation. There are actually no exchanges that enable trading of security tokens, not just ICO. And this is, I think, where we have in Switzerland, an advantage of being in one of the most crypto-friendly regulation. So if you solve this problem, than the creation of ecosystem. That's, I think the problems to solve after that.
So Olga, what are the first kind of asset classes you want to tokenize?
Well, we start with where the music is playing. We need to get massive amount of investors and asset issuers, right? So the music is playing all around utility tokens, right? But Switzerland is the largest country, one of the top 3 in ICOs, right? But as we move over to security deal and organized trading facility license, we will be able to list also security tokens, which can be part in shares in the private companies, right? So basically, this token, it doesn't fit a lot of business model, right? In some more business models, it just doesn't work, right? And there, the founders are trying hard to, fit this utility token into it, and it doesn't suit, right? So actually, it would be much easier to have equity as a token, right? And a lot of companies in the US working on this, T0 and so on. It's basically, the winner will be somebody who will figure out how to build a global alliance and enable this global crowdfunding with cryptocurrencies, having a security token, right? So we have a certain approach there, which is not public yet.
The marketing of this is difficult because you need both sides. I mean, it's a bit of the chicken and the egg.
Yes.
Because until you have assets, you're not going to get investors, or you're not going to get a marketplace. So I mean, how are you going to do that?
Well, you see here we're also using the innovation blockchain, not the cryptocurrency, to get money, but in the sense that we're issuing our own currency, Valor token, right? And this currency, and don't think about, ICO shady. There are different ICOs, okay? So this currency, if you do it right, if you program the token to do what you want to do for us, incentivizing the player on different side of the market to contribute value and scale the network, then you can do it right. And this is a true business innovation, this token economy. If you have your own currency, what you can do, how you can say, guys, if you do this, for example, if you have a good startup, you can come to me and I can say, look, you brought this great startup, we list it, right? We do a little ICO, right? And if a lot of clients came through you, new clients, there is a smart contract that basically charges you back our currency. And all the smart contract-based logic, it can do magic for scaling of the business model. It's just very new, it's a science, it's a new science. And nobody knows how it works, but I think we will figure out as we go.
Thanks, Olga. We have to stop. Fascinating. Give her a
Thank
hand.